Do birds suddenly appear every time you are near? Just like me, they long to be close to you. For those who are first timers, we want to welcome you. I'm Dr. Willie Jolley, and this is my beautiful bride, Dee Taylor Jolley. Why is that so big? Wow. Hold on.
I hope you have better connection. I just lost my server connection.
Okay. Well, anyway, we're glad that whoever's here is here, and we're glad to have y'all. We are, I'm Dr. Willie Jolley. This is my beautiful bride, Dee. Come closer. Okay. And we are the authors of the book, Make Love, Make Money, Make It Last, 10 Secrets to Shape a Great Marriage. Hope you have a copy because it's saving a lot of marriages, and we want people to be in a position that are like us. We're 40 years in, still got the hots for her. Yeah, I do. And we want to welcome you and say thank you for your joining us, wherever you're joining, however you're joining. Some join us live, some join us on Monday nights at 9 o'clock, but some watch the replays on their favorite application. And some go to the YouTube channel, Jolley Marriage Show on YouTube. So wherever way you get it, we're glad you did. We're going to talk tonight about, I invite you every week to do a few things. One, we invite everybody to go see our TED Talk, How to Never Ever Argue Again in Marriage. I highly recommend that at jolleymarriage.com. We invite those who are first timers to go get the free chapter from the book. The biggest chapter is about communication because there are 3 boulders that break up marriages: sex, money, communication. Of the 3, communication is the biggest, because if you got good communication, you have a better love life. You have good communication, you have better money management, and that's not as much of a problem. So we give that chapter, the biggest chapter in the book, away free at jolleymarriage.com. Number 3, we invite people to send us a letter, a note, an email, a issue that you're dealing with, a mailbag that we can address, or at least try to address and give our point of view. So Greg and Linda Kozera are dear friends who have been married 50 years. They watch every week wherever they are in the country, and they're constantly traveling. They're at home tonight. I can't believe it. They're finally at home. But we're glad you're here. We got people tuning in from all over the world, and we thank you. We got people on both our IGs, my personal IG, on our marriage IG, as well as on LinkedIn Live, Facebook Live, and again on YouTube. Now, here's the mailbag that came in that we want to talk about. What do you do when your spouse is glued to their device and ignores you?
We have no more detail.
We have no more detail, but the question is, my spouse will not put down his phone, even at dinner when we're having time together to talk. When we go out, my spouse will not put down the phone, loves the phone more than loves me. And I'm offended by it, and I don't like it. And what do I do?
We passed each other earlier today when you brought this up.
Yeah. Yes, we passed each other.
And I said,
you first thing you said was, tell me more, give me more data. I said that was all I got.
That's all I got.
I got my glasses. Yeah, go ahead.
And I said, maybe he doesn't like his spouse. And you said, D, that's not a good answer.
I said, D, that's not a good answer. What do you mean he doesn't like his spouse? Well, but he married that spouse.
If he prefers, well, maybe things have changed. I'm just saying, we don't have any more information.
Maybe you're right on that. Let's go down.
So we're filling in the story with information. We're making it up. We're making assumptions here because we don't have any more details.
Okay, let's go down that path.
Yes,
go down that path.
Yes, sir.
That things have changed. Mm-hmm. What the letter's not from him. The letter's from her. And she says, I don't like it. I feel disrespected and neglected. Mm-hmm. What should I do? Now,
And my question to you was, where's the rest of the information?
It doesn't make a difference. That's still how she feels. What should she do?
Did she talk to him about it?
Now, is that what you recommend?
I recommend.
Okay, see, that's what you asking question. What would you recommend?
My first response was, obviously, he'd rather have a phone than her.
Obviously. Okay, now that what does she do? Obviously, that's obvious. Mm-hmm. Okay, now what is the recommendation?
She could make an appointment and say, give me a time that I can talk to you face to face, eyeball to eyeball, without your partner. The phone.
Okay, is that your answer to this?
That's answer number one. Okay. I know I'm being slightly flippant, but he prefers
slightly flippant. Slightly.
She said he prefers the phone to her. So she needs to figure out why, and if he's not talking to her, how's she gonna know, right? So to find the right time when he might not be as glued, she's got to find the right time and have the right kind of mood to say, give me a time I'd like to have a conversation with you. Not you never talk to me, you're always glued on your phone, and yada yada yada, right?
That's a kind of roundabout way to get to what she's feeling. You have not addressed what she's feeling. I want to talk to you without your phone. Give me a time to do it. That's what you're saying.
That's not quite as tactful as I would be. But that is what she needs to have a conversation, because what she's feeling neglected because of the phone, but she doesn't know why.
She didn't address why.
Okay.
Mm-hmm. And you don't always know why you feel neglected or rejected.
But you need to have a conversation, or you'll never. You can't resolve this without having a conversation. You know, she could just crack the phone. She could break the phone. That would get his attention.
Yeah, that might be
temporarily. No, you can't do that. No, that wasn't nice. I'll take that back.
I don't think that would be a good solution. Okay.
That would not.
Let me give you, we've heard her take, mm-hmm. of which I totally disagree with. Okay.
Oh my God, you totally disagree.
Totally disagree with my wife's take on this issue. We are completely in disagreement. So let me tell you what I think you should do, ma'am. Number one, you are valid to have these feelings. And these are valid feelings for you to be able to express. That's number one. Number two, your husband has put something above you. And that's...
We know what that something is.
Yeah, it is a phone, okay?
But why?
Doesn't make a difference. It doesn't make a difference. See, you keep going back to the why, and he likes the phone more. Doesn't make a difference. Her feelings are valid. That's number one. And she has a good reason to feel the way she feels. So with that said, she must say to him the 4 F's that we talk about in the TED Talk. Be friendly. Don't go in there mad.
Well, that's what I did not say.
No. You focused on the why. The why is immaterial. It's not important. What's important is that she feels that way no matter why he does it. Here's how she feels. So she must be friendly. Don't go in there hot. Be frank about how this makes you feel. This makes me feel devalued. This makes me feel second place in your life.
And that might not be his intent.
Well, until she shares it, he doesn't know it, then she has to be able to be friendly, be frank about it, then be fair. Why do you find it necessary?
Okay, that's what I got to first. Why?
That's not number one in our formula. It's number three in our formula. So number three is, why do you do this constantly? We having dinner. We're talking about our day, and you looking at some text or some stuff. Why? Why? Number four, focus on a win-win. What is going to be a win-win that you get after you've explained why you're doing this, what your need is, why you feel you can't miss a text, at least in time for us to have time together.
He might have been doing it before she was married to him.
We don't know that. We don't know that.
I just said I'm filling in with
you again.
My assumption.
What did we talk about at our vacation? Now, for those who don't know, we've been on vacation. That in the absence of
the facts, all the details,
your mind fills in the blanks with assumptions.
Right.
Is that correct?
Yes, sir.
And so you're doing that.
Yes, sir.
I'm not. That's why I disagree with you so vehemently. All right. Roderick Jefferson is on, my friend from National Speakers Association. Saw him in Phoenix, and quite a story. Stroke of success. Had a stroke as a successful businessman. A stroke that was a stroke that took his life, and they brought him back.
Wow.
And he remembers leaving his body.
Wow.
Quite a story.
Wow.
So thank you for joining us, and I look forward to that book. Anyway.
And the stroke changed his life.
Changed everything. And now he's speaking about that. So folks, it's Roderick Jefferson. The book will be called A Stroke of Success.
Wow.
Okay, now we got folks on the other Best of Sade, My Creative Spirit One, Dantalishania Call, and
what? Shots
of Gin. All of these are names of people.
Shots of Gin?
Kiasak. Okay, joined, and quite a few. I'm sorry if I'm murdering the names. We got a lot of folks joining.
Thank you for joining.
Thank you for joining. Thank you for joining. And I'll wave to you as well.
Okay, anybody want to join in with their...
Anybody got comments on this, by the way? Feel free to share. What would you say about this if your spouse put their phone above their time with you? It's glued to the phone and not glued to...
Well, you have to find out why.
No, you don't. No, you don't. You have to find...
How do you find out why?
First.
Be friendly.
Be friendly. Be friendly. Then why? Okay. And
well, you got to get to why.
And then
those other things up front. Friendly. And,
very important.
And frank and get you to why.
You can't take them out of context and out of sequence, because they give you more a pattern for which to fix this. And then focus, last but not least, on a win-win. So the win-win very well could be, ma'am, I would recommend when you tell him about, one, when you go in and you're not angry, you just share. Two, you share frank about your feelings and how this makes you feel devalued, unimportant, whatever. Three, why do you do this so often? Maybe he would say, I become addicted to the phone. I'm addicted. I have an addiction. That the technology, you can become addicted to technology.
Well, it's intentional. They make it so that you want to clean.
Well, whatever, you become addicted. And last week, I had a accident with my computer and my iPad, which I won't go into detail now, because the people at the Apple store said I've never heard anything like that. But anyway, I was tech free except for my phone. I couldn't make any emails per se, any detail that I could just get.
And you used, I gave you my.
I was just going to read the paper.
I willingly gave you my iPad.
Yes, you did. You were so nice. But did I take you to dinner every night?
I'm
Every
such
night.
a cheap date. You can't even say that.
Did I take you to dinner every
you,
night?
you can't say that.
Did I take you
because
to?
I eat off the plate.
Did I take you to dinner every night?
Yes, dear.
All right. So, be frank and be fair. Be focused on the win-win. So, what's the win-win? Maybe it is after you get the why. Be fair and ask why. Maybe the answer is here's the win-win. That doing dinner or dates.
I'm sorry, I don't understand.
When we have dinner time or date time, we have a deal of doing away with technology.
Well, you have to have an agreement, right?
Well, that's what I'm saying. That's the win-win. We put that the phones are put away. They're turned off. Turn off phones.
So what if he doesn't agree to that?
That's what
He
I'm
just
saying.
said
You're
he's
working
an
on a
addiction.
win-win. We're working on a win-win. After you have been friendly, then frank about your feelings, and then after that you have a focus on why, and then win-win. How about this option? What do you think, Greg and Linda? I know y'all don't have that issue. What do you think, some of the people who will join, what do you think that the solution should be? Or what would you recommend to this person? Or does anybody else have this issue? And how are they dealing with it? Because we don't really have that issue because with date night, we watch television together. By the way, one of the things that really blessed me while we were on vacation, we were at the beach. I saw this couple. I was riding my bicycle, and they were older, but they weren't frail or anything. They were just walking down the street holding hands.
Oh.
I rode by them, and the Spirit said, go back and talk to them. And I listened to the Spirit when the Spirit told me to do something. So I turned around and rode back up and said, excuse me, how long have you two been married? I made that assumption. I didn't ask for their marriage. I said, how long have you two been married? And the gentleman said, 68 years.
You didn't.
I said, 68 years? What? Oh, what's the secret? And then I said, let me put my video camera on. But they didn't really give any in-depth, because I caught them off guard. Didn't have time to think about it. And the lady said, I don't really know. But the guy said, I think it's a matter of mutual respect and caring for each other's feelings, and then love. He said love was not the first thing. He said mutual respect, caring for each other's feelings. And so that's why I say if the husband cares for her feelings and has mutual respect, then he will say, I'm willing to put my phone away for dinner and dates. That time is
he's not aware.
Maybe he's not aware that
he has an addiction.
Maybe he doesn't.
And see, we don't know if this topic has been broached before, if there have been disagreements about that.
Well, we don't know.
She's at her wits. We don't.
We don't know any of that. But maybe how she handled it before. She went right to, why are you doing that? Like somebody else I know just said she's doing. That's why I vehemently disagree with you on this one.
That's another $10 word, vehemently. Oh my goodness, I'm so impressed.
I have a doctorate. Do you remember?
Yes,
I have a doctorate.
Yes. So well spoken.
I am erudite and scholarly. Anyway, so that might have been the way she had approached it, and it didn't work. Okay, and he just blew it off of her being.
It made him more obstinate.
Yeah, but when you share your feelings, and you're not angry, but you're hurt. Okay, you're hurt, and I want to share my hurt about this and how it makes me feel desired. Powerful, powerful, powerful. And then ask, why do you do it? Why do you do that? Why do you do that?
Because I don't want to talk to you. You think he could say that?
Well, he could say a lot of things. He could say, I don't want. I love my phone more than I love you. I mean, then what do you do?
Oh well.
Okay, you ask for marriage counseling, Now, by the way, we highly recommend people get marriage counseling. They're going through tough times.
Anything. Sometimes it's not broken. You just want to make it better.
Well,
The
that's why
analogy
we.
of the oil in the car engine.
Yes.
You check the oil
Mm-hmm.
periodically, right?
Yep.
You don't want it to run out. If the oil runs out, the engine gets locked up and nothing moves. But you want to keep everything moving smoothly, so you're always checking the oil.
Yes.
Keeping everything lubricated, right?
Yep. All right. Greg Kazera says, remember, it is not what you say, but the way you say it.
Yes.
That's the important part. So, what you got some stuff you have already researched, because y'all know, for those who join, she researches everything.
But you've already covered the key points. Be friendly, be frank, be fair.
Be focused.
Focused on a
win-win. Right.
So, and just doing a little bit of research, which reinforces our position on it. It says, so when we say be friendly, it's to check the timing. So you don't want to have a conversation when you're heated, right? Which is what you said.
Yes.
And this research comes from 7 Principles for Making Marriage Work by guess who? Gottman, who does so much research on that. So we're in sync with that. So how do you have a conversation? You don't have a conversation when you're heated, which means you have to talk to yourself.
You've done that over the years, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Well, to mull things over until I can find the right words to communicate.
Karia Nash said yes. Okay, good.
Mm-hmm.
And she agrees with that.
All right, so we said be friendly.
I'm sorry, glasses. I needed real glasses.
Honey, what?
I got different glasses.
You got all these glasses.
I got different glasses. Go. No, thank you. No, I can't see with the round and the square. Yeah, look at this. Look at this. Look at that. A round and a square. You know, my wife. Go ahead. We were at a hotel. Lay said, I can't get past the round and the square.
Conversation piece.
Wow.
Okay. All right. So avoid the attack approach. Okay.
That's it. Avoid the attack approach. That's why you don't go in hot. You must go in friendly, because otherwise you go in with the attack approach.
You can't say
first.
You're always on your phone. You can't say.
I need to talk to you about something that is very important.
And when you said, tell them how you feel, which means use I statements.
Okay, good.
Okay.
Yes.
Example again. Use I statements.
Correct.
I miss our dinner conversations together. I'm sorry.
You need some water.
I feel sad that we have no time to talk to each other. So that's what that refers to. So when you say you avoid the attack approach, and sometimes you might have to mull that over for several days because you might be totally pissed off, right? Mm-hmm. And the reference there is from the book Nonviolent Communication by a person named Marshall Rosenberg. So I don't know. He's a psychologist too. Okay. And then you can identify, like you said, have a date night or a dinner time when there's no phone. And this is from the Pew Research Center says, identify some phone-free time.
Ooh,
agree as to some phone-free time.
Let me tell you, perfect timing.
Oh, okay.
Greg said, at our fire pit date nights, phones are off limits, except to take a photo. And we can focus on each other. That's why they've been married for 50 years. That is it. Boom. Kaboom, kaboom. Let me
fire pit
date night.
For phone-free
Chapter
time.
number 5. Leave the drama with your mama. Drama antidote number 1. Make your significant other feel significant. They are most important, and the phone must be secondary, folks. Well, here's what it reads. One of the secrets of a successful relationship is to make sure your spouse feels significant. as often as you can. Make them feel special, important. I've been doing this for years, and I know it works. I'm often talk about Dee in my programs. I talk about her in every speech. When I initially mention her, I stop. When I initially mention her, I stop and tell the audience, please excuse me. But when I mention my bride, I get weak in my knees. I get weak because we're newlyweds. And then I am smitten by her. Then I say, yeah, we're newlyweds. We've been married for over 40 years. Okay. And I still got the hots for her. People start laughing, but I said, this is why I stay with her. And if she leaves me, I'm coming with her. But make her feel significant. That's what I do. And we got a song in the book called Little Things. Little Things is worth the book. Just that one song. It's in the back of the book, and it is in the
Who wrote
final
the song?
thoughts. The song was written by my brother Noble for his wedding. And so it's a great song. Little things that don't seem big, they really mean a lot to me. Those little things that make me smile, my love. The little things that you do that make me glad there's me and you. Now you made my life a paradise of joy. It's the little things that mean so much to me. Like a child, I'm happy as can be with you. Little things that you say paint pictures in my mind of how you feel and why we are together in this time. Woo, woo. That is good. Okay, we got 2 minutes left. You got anything else to say?
Replace the phone habit with something positive.
That's good. That's good.
Okay.
And
that is a recommendation from The Power of Habits.
Okay.
Cues and rewards shape your behavior.
Okay.
So you have to agree that you're going to, if it's not the phone all the time, like, okay, on dinner time or date night, there will be no phone. Well, what are you going to replace it with? Well, maybe we will hold hands, go for a walk, have ice cream after dinner. You have to replace it so there's not a void.
Yes. Well, I was unable to use my computer, unable to use my iPad, and it was uncomfortable for a little while, but then I got used to it. It was okay.
You slept a lot.
I slept a lot. All right. DC Rico 23 said, thank you for the insight. You're welcome. So many comments coming in. Y'all can see them on our website. Thank y'all. Our time is up. We want to encourage you to go to JolleyMarriage.com. Get the book from Jolley Marriage. Do it right now. Jolley Marriage. Get 2 copies. If you want to save your marriage, hey, look, 2 copies or even our bundle. I think it's $149 for the bundle. 2 books is $40. We give you a discount if you buy 1 it's $27, but if you buy 2 it's $40. That's a great deal because we want you to read it together. That's why we take a hit on the price, because we want you to read it together. Get 2 books, at least the 2 books, and if you can get the bundle, which is the 2 books, the 2 workbooks, an audio book, and a CD series. Also, go to JolleyMarriage.com, watch the TED Talk, which we just talked about, the 4 F's: be friendly, be frank, be fair, be focused. And then
on a win-win.
And then if you've got issues, we got a repair series, a relationship repair series that we highly recommend you take advantage of. Look, all of this is a lot cheaper than a divorce lawyer. We have a friend who went through a divorce, cost him $250,000. $250,000.
Well, look, on the positive side, he had the money to pay it.
He did have the money to pay it, but that's $250,000. So what we recommend is go and get the bundle, $149, the 2 books, and get the marriage repair series. A lot cheaper. All right, Desiree, thank you. She said we've been blessed. I've been blessed by your show again. Thank you. You're welcome. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you for joining us.
And tell everybody you know to join us 9:00 on Monday nights. And if you got somebody who wants to be our sponsor, we're looking now to bring in sponsors that we can expose that business to our audience, which is now global. Contact us at info@williejolly.com. Info and say, I know a sponsor or I want to be a sponsor. And we'll talk about details. Also, if you got an issue like this one, where you want us to address it without ever calling your name, send the note, the email to info@williejolly.com. Thank y'all. God bless you. We're going out with my music from my jazz album, Close to You. God bless you. Have a great, great week on purpose. Bye.
Why do birds suddenly appear every time you are near? Just like me, they long to be close to you.